Is the MCU dead?
No.
Is Guardians 3 going to save the MCU?
No.
Is Guardians the best trilogy?
No.
Should I subscribe to Unlucky Dreamer?
Absolutely.
The Guardians of the Galaxy was the MCU's first surprise success in 2014, and ever since then they've grown to be a lot of people's favorite movies and groups. A lot of people think this movie will save the MCU, but to me, the MCU can't be saved by one movie if it does even need, in fact, saving. Going into this movie, I was expecting what I usually expect from the Guardians and James Gunn, a fun action-packed movie with a lot of love, but with this being the end of the trilogy and the second end to James Gunn's tenure at Marvel, yeah, I didn't forget Disney. And we also can't forget most of the original cast wanted out after this movie, so I was expecting a great send-off to everyone included. And I gotta say, I was satisfied.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
The film centers around Rocket and his backstory, and I'm not gonna lie, they built this story up since the first movie, and the tragic story does not disappoint. It even got me a little teary-eyed at times.
Hush.
Peter's arc definitely came to a full circle end at the end of this movie, and I love how they ended it off for him and Gamora's relationship. Drax and Nebula had a great full circle as well, and Mantis had great character development that I didn't think would happen, and I think we're going to see more of her soon. Groot is, he's big now. I mean, there's not really much you can do with Groot now, but he was still cool in the movie. The villain was the High Evolutionary, and he was really good. He had a destructive, insecure, and egotistical aura about him, and he had this like Shakespearean attitude to him at all times, and you could really tell with the performance that he gave. I think this movie has James Gunn's best fight scenes and camera work. It also has some of his best writing, in particular the jokes. They were great as usual and well thought out, not there to cut into tension but there to forward the plot. The suits were something I didn't know I needed. They were fantastic, but not the fantastic ones. But anyway, it solidified them as a team and family, and they just looks great in them. What can I say? The only thing I didn't like in the movie, and I guess minor spoilers maybe, is Adam Warlock. He was a little underwhelming. His character was hyped up for 6 years, and he's known for being a rival to Thanos. Although he does have that power, he doesn't have any character. He's literally underbaked. He acts like a child most of the times. They explain in the movie he was taken out of his cocoon a little early, and that's why he's a little underdeveloped. But honestly, it felt like there wasn't enough room for him to be the real Adam Warlock. That's why he was mostly sidelined. But still, it was a great performance by Will. I just never learned how to say his last name. But yeah, great performance, and there is room for him to grow in the MCU. All you have to do is just mature the character up a little bit, which I'm sure they'll do in his next outing somewhere in the next Avengers movie or wherever he appears next. Another small gripe I had with the movie was the soundtrack. Now, it's a great soundtrack, legendary songs, but some songs to me just didn't fit that situation as much as they did in the other movies. This movie also pushed that PG-13 rating with certain torture scenes and just some things you wouldn't expect to see in a Marvel movie. I had a great time in the theater, so I would have to give the movie an 8 out of 10. And since this is the end of a trilogy, that makes this the MCU's 6th solo trilogy. So I thought, how would I rank them?
You're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it.
Thor is obviously last, and yes, it's a trilogy, just don't include the 4th one, it's a trilogy. Ant-Man is next, then Iron Man, then Spider-Man. But then I couldn't decide between Cap and Guardians. They're just so both well made. So since I couldn't decide, I decided to just go to my rankings of all the MCU films, which is on Letterboxd, which you can follow me on if you want to. How the ranking works is I just add up all the rankings of the 3 movies and rank them lowest to highest. So coming in at 6 is Thor with a 79. At 5th is Ant-Man with a 76. Iron Man at 4th with a 66. Spider-Man at 3rd with a 54. And with a 1-point difference, Guardians comes in at number 2 with 39. And Captain America comes in at number 1 with 38. Now, I'm not gonna lie, right now, it doesn't look like anybody is going to beat Captain America for a while. But yeah, that's my review for Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, you're still here. I just had a theory about the post-credit scene, so this is like major spoiler warning. It says the legendary Star-Lord will return, and that is the name of his solo run. It's also in a stylistic font like a movie poster, and the background is white compared to everybody's black cards when they say this blah 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 will return. All it's to say is Star-Lord getting a solo movie, or not better yet, but like worse than a solo show. I don't know. I what do you think? Like, it's gonna be without James Gunn because, you know, James is going to DC. I don't know, man. What do you think? I really don't know what to think about it. But this is really it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. Bye.